We left a bad taste in our mouths, and the chance to come back on Sunday Night Football against a division rival at home was a great opportunity, and I'm glad we made the most of it. It took, a great team effort, a lot of people involved to make that happen, and I'm thrilled with the outcome.
What did you like best about the offense today?
Well, I thought Coach Flip did a really good job, and our entire offensive staff of finding a nice balance with the runs and the passes and staying aggressive and still being smart, and just putting us in a position to make plays. So I think just the game plan and executing the game plan from the first snap to the last, I thought was a great job.
Kirk, was anything said, or did anything need to be said after the first 2, 3 and outs just to get the offense going?
There was no magic speech. Every play has its own reason for not working, and you just talk about it on the sideline, look at the pictures, and address how we can be better, what we need to do, and then got the ball back and found a way.
Kirk, Coach Flip said during the week that he was more forceful or more aggressive in talking about the turnovers and just emphasizing ball security. What was the message he was preaching to you guys that translated, specifically tonight with no fumbles, no interceptions, turnovers?
Yeah, it's become very clear to me that turnovers really tell the story in this league, and the fact that we were a 5-4-1 team, it would make sense that our turnover margin was +1. It wasn't really anything special, but we had 5 wins, and we're in position to be a playoff team because we weren't -5. So hopefully we can continue to get that margin to creep up in the plus these last 5 games of the year. But Coach Flip did emphasize that when you hold the football in your hands, you hold the livelihoods of a lot of people in that building and their families, and it has to matter to us. And as one coach told me many times, ball security is job security, yours and mine, and so it's very important to take care of the football.
Coach, you spread the ball around, but you got Dalvin Cook finally in the end zone for the first time. He said that was a less personal hurdle for his return. It's got to be nice to see a guy like that get that done.
Absolutely. It's been a long journey for him. Long time coming. He made a great play. Obviously, there was outstanding blocking. It's a great play call. But to finish that play in the end zone was a great job by Dalvin. And I'm looking forward to continuing to give him opportunities like that. But it's so fun to see guys like that having success, and then the way we celebrate it was a lot of fun to watch that too.
Kirk, there's such a fine line between playing with patience and playing with urgency. One, how fine is that line, and how do you balance the two?
I think that's one of the challenges of playing this position. You try to let the game come to you. You try to make good decisions and manage the game and not put your team in harm's way, but at the same time you want to be a quarterback who's explosive and who's able to fit it into tight windows and avoid sacks. And finding that balance is what makes playing the position challenging, but the longer I play, the more I can store away experiences and use them for the next challenge that's up ahead.
Stephon said that you were able to bounce back from games like last week because you always prepare for the worst case scenario. How do you do that, and how does it help you?
Well, we talk in the quarterback room about whether it's whatever it is, whatever play it is, we say, and what are you going to do when it's not there? So what's your exit strategy? Is it to run? Is it to progress? Is it to find an outlet? And so many times our plays are designed for certain coverages, and we always end up spending more time talking about if we don't get that coverage, what do we do? And that, again, it takes time. You build up that inventory of experiences, and you learn, and you start to learn where all the bones are buried in these plays, as Coach Stefanski likes to say, and then you're able to not get fooled as easily and be ready for the tough scenarios that get thrown at you. Because just about anybody can handle the easy looks, but you got to be great when it's a tough look.
Obviously, the trust between you and Adam is evident, especially so in those tight windows. But
Yeah.
Are you ever like, how did he get that?
Well, the corner route earlier in the game, I think it was first half, that's an unbelievable catch. And I don't know that I want to live by making those throws into double coverage. The safety's coming over the top, and he would encourage me to make that throw time and again. But that one, he made a great play. Thrilled with the outcome. But I don't know that I want to be making those over and over.
Kirk, in the third quarter, you guys got the ball, on their end of the field a couple times. How big of a momentum shift was that for you?
Right. And that's where I say it's complementary football. I mean, when you're getting the ball in plus territory, short fields, it just changes the whole complexion of our offense and our drive and what we need to do to score and how challenging or not challenging it is to score. So when you have a defense, forcing their offense to go 2 for 10 on 3rd down, and you have special teams playmakers like Marcus Sherrills and getting a turnover on special teams, it just changes the entire offensive approach, because they gave us such a short field. So it has a huge impact in the game, and that's that hidden yardage that we often talk about.
Coach Zimmer said that you and he had a pretty productive meeting this week. What do you take out of those meetings with the head coach?
Well, he's been really good with communication from day one. He came out to Michigan to see me this summer just out of intentionality to make sure, we're on the same page. And when we talked this week, he finishes the conversation with the question, what can I do to help? And so just when you have a head coach who's, able to approach you with that kind of mindset, what do you need and what can I do to help? And, is always going to you to listen and to communicate, makes a big difference. And, I just want to play well for these guys, not just for Coach Zimmer, but for our staff. They work so hard. They've done a great job. They deserve a lot of respect and the recognition, and then certainly our locker room. I just feel so good about our team, and I said that to them in pregame, that I like us. I like our guys. Unfortunately, just being a great group of guys doesn't mean you get wins handed to you, but we had to go out and earn it tonight, and we did.
Was there